Welcome back to the Cold World Hour. It's dawning on me. I'm having a crisis of knowledge because the major solutions to get the thing we need so far have all involved inconveniencing a droid. And I'm worried there's sort of a theme of, the robots get fucked over when you get the tasks you want. I'm a little concerned you may be spec-opsing me in a linear fashion, but we're going to have to go to the club anyway, so that I can correctly defeat anyone who needs to be defeated correctly.
There's Majid.
Majid!
This data cache with him first, like Tomcat asked.
I shall do that. Hello. I've still got the business card. Are we just walking around with this brochure now? Someone's gonna get the wrong idea at some point.
All right. Tomcat asked me to take that off your hands and pass it on to them later. Thanks for getting it to me.
Excellent. Excellent work holding a square device.
I won't pester you about what it is.
Thank you.
I know things are always very hush-hush with Tomcat. I'll make sure they get it later today.
Excellent.
Marvelous.
Thank you.
Alright. Now, nobody exists. You exist, though.
You again? Alright, I'll let you in. But you better stay out of trouble.
Let me access the realm. Hello everyone again. Right. I need words, I think.
Hey, I heard from my friends down the street that the protesters are gone.
Yes.
Must have been you, huh?
I summoned the cold
Alright then.
to
I'm willing
stop
to give
them.
you the benefit of the doubt and return the favor.
The benefit of the snow.
Tomcat said that if you got to an old abandoned access node, you might be able to find out what happened to Hayden.
Yes. Hopefully.
I called up a buddy who's on night shift for Parallax tonight. He can buzz you in. But if anything happens, you broke in. This puts us at about even. Don't think about drawing any more debits for a while. Good luck. Keep me out of your shit.
I will go, and I will explode. Is there any further ghosts to stop? I really want to know what's up with the Spectre. Is what we need. Stop. Stop being around. You're gonna... I've not survived.
You died. That was formidable and more than a little unsettling. I don't blame you if you don't try again.
I'm concerned. Do you know any more details? Metroid legend going around. It says it reached the final screen. You'll carry what you've seen with you. I'll carry it, will I? Joust? Does a Joust live in here? Have you become me? I don't think you have. Have you become a brick? Right, where in shit's name were we going? Okay, that's... We'll piece together what that is in a second. The moon is here. Watch out.
This is the place Tomcat said we should head to.
I want the nodes.
Unassuming and quiet. I'll be honest, I don't think I would be in this section of the city without Jess giving us the all clear. The crime statistics are quite alarming, so let us get done with our errand here and move on to safer ground.
Well, you don't need to worry. Don't be worried. Scribbly bibbly. I don't really like any of these options, but let's go with the most generic one.
I'm sure she will.
Scrumbler.
Jess is a bit aggressive and standoffish, but I would not accuse her of being dishonest or underhanded.
Stand of fish.
But I guess
That's-
I did just meet her, and
that's
she is a
me when I'm a
lawyer, an
highwayman.
occupation known for slippery thinking.
She does think very slipperily, and she apologises for everyone who's always flopping over on the floor as a result of her having accessed the mind crystal. Look, it solved the crisis, alright? Again, you need to... Look, people don't access the mind crystal unless it's important, okay? Yes, there have been side effects for some of you, but if we'd had any other option, do you think we'd invite this again?
Perhaps we should
Anyway,
hurry this
I was doing the highwayman bit, right? Cause it's the thing. I go off on my little horse. I stop the carriage, right? I hold out 2 pistols at them with my little paws, and I go, "Stand of fish," and you've got to give me all the fish that you have for me to
Tomcat
eat.
is waiting for us to call them when we arrive.
And if you don't have any, I shoot you and take your bones. Where in shit's arse? Oh, well, that's rude. Ah, somebody's welded it to the world. What's this about, then?
You know, right after we found Hayden's apartment in such disarray, I started looking into graffiti and street art more thoroughly.
For clues to help stop it.
I have never much considered doing any of it myself, but it seems like an interesting avenue to pursue once I move beyond abstract expressionism. The simpler tags, visual shoutings of identity and existence. They exhibit a feeling I can sympathize with, but it's these larger pieces, riots of color and chaos, that really interest me.
I do appreciate a large, colourful riot, which is why I instigated the clown protests.
Petty vandalism is beneath me, but there are other avenues for the practice. For example,
Like painting
did you
the
know that Los Angeles
clowns.
in the mid-2030s legalized the tagging of mural-style street art on any building without requiring permission from the owner or city?
Good.
It was chaos of the highest degree for a while, but now the place is truly remarkable.
'Tis simply paints for
Perhaps
you
I
and
will
me.
visit once this is all done with.
We shall visit all of the... Gonzo? Why is Gonzo tagging all your newspapers?
Ah, I hadn't even noticed. Do you have much experience with gonzo journalism yourself? Reporting after or during direct participation?
Reporting after or during the Muppet Show.
If you do end up writing on this experience, whatever you produce would be the very definition of it. You're too close to be objective now, and you're a key subject in this event. It doesn't seem to be your usual style, but you couldn't go another route at this point, and you're in the clear as you didn't instigate the situation. I've never had much interest in the practice, but spending so much time around you has taught me to look at events in a different light. Perhaps only because I can verify your personal experiences as fact. Sorry, I'm rambling again, aren't I? And we're on a schedule. I don't even want to think about this.
You're scrimbling and scrumbling
What
near
if
the
we
mural.
don't find Hayden? What if we do? My memory processors are shot from the stress of the past day. It's already taken a toll on me. But never mind. Let's find that access node.
Yes.
Let's
Let's
find
eat a
Hayden.
node for us today. Let's prevent the war. Door to the access.
Parallax lock, AN-19 security.
Hello?
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 Yes, can I help you?
We're the naughty boys.
I was wondering when you'd get there.
You mean here?
You're at the access node on Cesar Chavez in Indiana, right?
Yes.
That's right.
I think. I don't remember names.
Don't touch anything. Got it? This conversation never happened, and you're on your own if you get caught out there. I hope you find what you're looking for.
This is it. Let's go inside, and I'll call Tomcat.
Good. Let's directly commit
This
crimes.
place doesn't look like it's had any maintenance in years.
Well, to be fair, it seems to just be one brick.
I hope the systems are still functional.
You can't maintain a single brick, come on.
I forgot you can't see in darkness. Maybe that switch over there adjusts the lighting.
You could just turn me into a bat. Yes. Why's all the triangles?
Oh, Tomcat is pinging us. Forwarding
Ping.
video and audio.
Ping!
Howdy.
Hello.
Y'all at the access node?
Yes, there's many triangles in here. Everything's beepy boopy and making ominous noises.
I'm set to slice in once Turn makes physical access.
Good.
Of course, Tomcat.
Cut
Just
the
walk me
carrots
through how
and
to
free
connect
us all.
myself, and I'll give you the necessary system permissions to use me as an interface.
Put your fingies inside the computer, grab the bit we want, yank it out, and then kill any witnesses.
Just patch yourself into the links terminal down there, and I should be able to get started.
Connecting wirelessly to it now.
Blim!
Permissions granted.
I leveled up by connecting to the terminal.
Please be careful in there.
Don't worry, doll. I'm an old hand at this. You won't notice a thing. 1 sec.
Computers.
Oh, shoot. Y'all have a bit more to do before I can get the info we need.
I've got to answer the
This
riddles
system's still running
3.
on old cassettes, and the recall slot is empty. Can't call up Hayden's info file without it. There should be a
Cassettes.
cassette on the opposite side of the wall we can overwrite with the recall program.
Well, where's
Pretty
opposite
sure all
cassette
that one was
Wednesday
used
then?
for was phone monitoring. You know, from back when phone networks were separate from data networks.
I thought you said bone monitoring. I didn't think you knew about that.
I just turned 22. Anyways, we need to move that cassette across the room to access the records.
Right.
Figure out how to
Cassette.
do that, and hit me back up when you've done it.
Cassette. Cassette. That's a cassette row. This is a cassette row. Which cassette do we want, though? There's many utility arm. Oh, it's this. It's this one. What the? Use the arm? Around the node. Fucking hell. Well, there's tangled wires, there's hangled wires.
Loose wires, be careful!
I do like loose wires. What's all this shite then? The wires got angry at me for staring. Well, what node checklist? You're not going to tell me what they are? Oh, hi, here we go.
According to this
Information.
the data cassettes can only be moved by using the links panel to control the utility arm.
Obviously, because why would you just move a fucking cassette? Links terminal then. Let me in. Thank you for welcoming to me. I want to operate the arm. Retract the arm? Yes! I can wiggle it. Move him! Move your friend! Extend. Take it. Is this gonna get scrungled in the wires? I have this horrible feeling. No, we've not even been remotely scrungled. Plug.
Nice job.
I've successfully used the droid.
I'm gonna put some more pressure on them to move the data now, and we'll see if we can't slurp it right out of this network trunk.
Drink all of the numbers.
You would have thought that someone would have noticed and decommissioned this access node when the neighborhood went to hell, but this mouse is happy to play while the cat is away.
Well, they looked at that and thought, but what if some a plucky gang of misfits needs to commit crimes to solve the big mystery? They're not entirely without self-awareness in this cyberpunk dystopia, you know. They are like, look, someone's gonna need to solve the mystery, and if it's up to the powers that be, it'll never get solved and we'll all, like, explode or something. So we're gonna have to just leave this one node basically unguarded. Why is...
Way back when I was a youngin', when I first hacked into Parallax's network, I mostly did it to make a point, yeah?
Yes.
They were just about to launch the meshnet system, and I wanted to show the whole darned world that their security had more holes in it than Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese is not very secure.
Of course, I wasn't too shy about poking in a few more holes of my own devising while I was there.
I once wrote down my password and put it in the Swiss cheese on a little slip of paper, and the Swiss cheese stole all of my coins. The password was to the bank. Don't ask me for any further details. I know it doesn't work like that anymore after the cheese incident.
After putting in some more tricky software backdoors, I went ahead and deleted this access node off the maintenance schedule.
Oh, so
Then,
it's...
reassigned the guy who was supposed to keep an eye on it to a different location. They were in the process of buying up a whole gaggle of these nodes in preparation to set up a private network for themselves.
So you were like, ah, man, how did they not notice this? And you literally... you literally engineered every step of that situation.
All just to use for the meshnet launch. Maybe a little too confident of them.
They've never come here in person because of crimes. We looked at them and we said, ooh, crimes live here. And they all went, oh no, I'm classist. And then we killed them. If we were going to kill them anyway, we probably didn't need to bother with all the subterfuge, to be completely honest. Probably...
Most of the software holes have been patched out as they've upgraded their network, but this whole place
Just
is
use
as
the battle
forgotten
axe
as all
first next time. Why are the
I've been targeting one of their data centers with a botnet-driven DDoS attack, hitting every port into its network that I can find.
You're getting them.
Ain't likely to do much, but toss in a few attempts to crack the firewall and their VIs are shitting bricks. It's standard procedure for them to move their sensitive data to a different data center in case the attacker actually gets in. Make enough noise and it'll scare them enough into taking some defensive action, which is where we want them. The files are more vulnerable in transit.
Oh. You can scoop them out of the Wi-Fi with a big net.
Now y'all just hold tight.
All the
I'll be done with
beeps have
this
stopped.
lickety-split.
Who stopped all the beeps? I feel like someone's going to creep up behind me and hit me with a stone. You put me in a worrying position. Oh. Oh no.
Oh God.
It's God! We found him!
Oh, Turin. I'm so sorry.
What's happened?
What is it, Tomcat? What did you find?
He's gone, Turin.
Of course he's gone, Tomcat. That's why we're here.
Shit. I mean, he's gone, Turin. Hayden is dead.
Well, that obviously isn't right, Tomcat. Why would they kill him? relevant files. You must have missed something.
I don't think you should see it, but if you're sure. Parallax, had security cam footage from the hallway outside Hayden's apartment encrypted on their network. Just a short clip. It looks like Hayden started to struggle with a couple of big dudes when they broke through the door and one of them shot him.
Nobody reported gunfire?
I also found some chatter about it on some darknet channels. It wasn't a kidnapping. Somebody went there to murder him.
And took him into the hallway to do it?
I'm so damn sorry.
Aww. It's a really awkward version of this scenario because I'm not convinced that this hasn't been faked, but this is clearly meant to be a big
Thank
emotional
you for your
moment.
assistance in this matter, Tomcat. I think I'll walk back to the apartment.
It's just really playing on my mind. They were like, "Oh, make sure you shoot him in front of the security camera."
I need some time to run some calculations about this new scenario. If you'll excuse me.
Should you follow them?
Mm.
If you say so. Yeah, I'm gonna keep digging through this data until they kick me out of the system. I'll try to find some kind of lead on why this whole thing started in the first place. Maybe I can find something out about who killed Hayden and why Parallax has a copy of the footage. It ain't much of a silver lining, but we have the answer on Hayden's fate. Maybe it's time to call
We
it
have
quits.
a answer.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
This game does not auto-save! Marvelous stuff. Well, you've put plums directly into my garden now, and I don't know if they'll grow here. I've never grown plums before. I don't know if you can grow plums on a grave.
Oh, you're back.
Hello. Well, it is my house.
You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer, far ahead of his time.
I'll say you created the mind. You created a mind and put it into your robot friend.
I am a machine, and intrinsically, I do not have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant. But his code is a flawless replication of that, inside my own personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger. It fouls my processors and fills my RAM with frustrating, half-finished plans of revenge. My motherboard burns in my casing from how little I can rest. I'm in pain, and I can't make it go away. Ugh. I do not like the thoughts I'm having about the people who did this to him. I could. I
Why-
can disable his
Why did
monitors.
we ask that? Why? Shitty thing to say to someone. It was the only option.
But if I turn off every emotion I don't want to feel, what does that make me? would I still be me? If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy. There is a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I just don't know how much of it applies to myself. Either way, Hayden deserves my grief. It is my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely. Did you see the jade plant?
Yes.
It's doing well, despite the hardships it has gone through. There is a lesson there.
The plant comes through to provide you the moral of the... Sorry, this is how plants speak when they're being serious. I realise that's not particularly... It might not translate well to other people.
I don't know that
I'm not
can
trying to
listen
undermine
it
you,
right
I'm
now,
just a funny little
but
tree.
I'll try.
Will.
Will you keep helping me? I need you. To find the bastards who killed my progenitor.
He said a piss word.
I need to finish this. I don't know what I'll do afterwards, but I need to see this through.
Well, I have not yet used the gun or the brick, so I've got a few ideas in reserve. We'll get them.
Justice. Yes, good. I knew you'd keep me from losing myself in this.
It's time to become the Justice Scrumbler. I've had my cape on this whole time, and I'm now gonna stop the crimes for it.
Time to atone for their crimes in prison.
I'm gonna lock them in a cage and dangle them over the edge of a boat.
Even if it takes the rest
And all
of
the
their
fish will
lives.
jump out of the sea and go, ha 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 ha, you got caught, you fucking idiot. Imagine
I
getting mocked
think
by
for
random
now we should
fish.
keep knowledge of Hayden's death
That'll learn 'em.
between You, Tomcat, and I. It may give us an edge if the people we seek don't know how much we've already discovered.
And also prevent anyone who's potentially seen him alive, because this may have been faked from rumbling the whole ruse.
We'll talk after you've had some time to rest.
I will have
You'd
a
like to
snooze
sleep, and I need some time to...
in the nightly news.
I need some time.
Well, I know they sell 7 minutes down at the club. Tasty digits. I'm looking around like a meerkat right now, looking for tasty digits, I guess. Here's the sun. It's identical to the moon, except it's
morning.
just got bits.
I trust you slept well.
I've had a snooze in the world.
I had ample time to recharge my internal batteries.
Excellent. But that's not what I meant.
It is upsetting that Hayden is... gone. But life for the rest of us goes on, yes? We
Yes.
still have a mystery to unravel, and I will waste no further processing time over something I cannot reverse.
You cannot change fate. You can only get Scooby-Doo to help you.
There is no point.
And Scooby-Doo cannot change fate either, so bear that in mind. You can't... like, there's no wishing for 3 more wishes here.
Now that we are both refreshed, I feel it wouldn't hurt to recap our progress and determine if any changes should be made based on our successes and failures. Let's talk about how things are going so far.
Hey, here's what route you're on in the video game.
Since your journalistic efforts are a big part of why I originally recruited you, we can start there.
How many have I journaled?
Your inquiring mind has been a huge boost in our journey thus far.
Boost? I made you go very fast, race cars.
I can't talk to people as intently as you, so I must say I'm quite grateful for your skills in that regard.
Thank you for speaky wisdoms.
You're diligent in your day-to-day work as well, which further grounds my hope in you.
Hoo-hoo.
Beyond journalistic persistence,
Wiggling.
let's take a look at how we've performed in other responsibilities. Specifically, our choices in overcoming obstacles. Our first major hurdle proved challenging, but we made use of our surroundings and found a creative avenue.
I love Creative Avenue, it's where all the artists live. In around 2053, they were like, you know what, let's just put all the artists in one place. Alright, this is Cyberpunk Future Corporate. Like, let's just give one nod to the art community, just keep them all in a wheelbarrow off in the corner, call it an avenue, and see if it tricks them. It didn't. But they all became mice and can live in the wheelbarrow regardless. And they've outfitted it with all sorts of guns and other weaponry, and now the artists are rolling around in their motorized avenue, causing chaos wherever they go.
Furthermore, I am pleased with your utilization of non-violent methods. Eliminating any excessive risk should allow us to move swiftly.
I very nearly caused brick problems because I didn't know what was in my pockets. But we're all right there. No one needs to know that.
I'm impressed by your ability to adapt on the fly, as they say, and perform so well when thrust into a sudden situation.
On the fly is where I do some of my best evolution. It's so I'm imagining. Oh, it's really difficult to communicate, but there's this whole fucking like Megazord transformation sequence with me and this fly playing out in my mind.
Lastly, I'd like to discuss how we're getting along with our companions and allies along the way. It's important.
Here's the friends you made. Here's the flippin' friendship meters. Let's go!
I was very impressed with your negotiation abilities with those kids. We got our data cache, and they went on their way, and hopefully learned a lesson too.
Thank you for not being a prick to children.
Jess is a bit of a harder read, but she did agree to help us out in a big way.
It was very difficult to read all of that. You're quite right. That was ham-fisted as fuck.
As long as her brash nature doesn't tempt you to lash out, I think things will go smoothly.
What about her brush nature? Have you checked the IVs on all of her personal grooming equipment? Yes, you might not be the best possible hair. It might not be tournament ready, that. You can't teach that needle gun, or what's a Pokemon move? There's needle something, right? Needle attack. I'm an insect.
Detective Rivers,
It's an insect type move, right?
well.
Bug
I can
type.
tell you enjoy having a familiar face around.
It's fucking bug type. You prick. What? Yeah, detective.
She could prove to be our greatest aid, as long as we make it worth her time. No funny business.
What about lemonade? I like PowerPoint animation, like square dissolve into a clown of myself and slowly sink through the floor. That's how I leave as I'm transitioning awkwardly into a clown and laughing at people. I call it the Jumanji Gambit.
Tomcat seems to genuinely care for our cause, and I have no trouble with letting their expertise guide us.
Good.
Out of everyone else, they seem to be easiest to get along with, too.
They are friendly and good at computer.
And finally, you and I.
Hey!
I must say, we have worked together better than I ever expected. I hope
friend.
you feel the same.
Me friend, I wiggle.
I snoof around you. There's just a ferret running up and down around him.
I feel confident in our combined ability, and I enjoy your company as well.
Snoot.
Please continue showing me around the city as we continue our search.
I will access all of the information
We've
the
just
city has to
about run out
offer.
of leads.
Well, I'll
Perhaps
lead somewhere
Swanson
else
was
in a
able to
moment.
Find something of use in Parallax's network while they were inside.
Perhaps we can win. Any ideas yourself? Yeah.
I hope so, but
I imagine the game plot has probably progressed somehow.
Always going so far for Hayden. They must have been close. Oh, speaking of them,
Beep-a-dee-ba-dee-doo.
incoming call from Tomcat.
Tomcat, what's in the cube?
Forwarding video and audio.
What have you gleaned from the Tesseract tonight? Well, Scrumbler, we have a... No. Sorry, that was the game show host who wanders in sometimes and was expecting the character to not be voiced. Have you not seen... You not seen any of the previous Did you not, research for the... Alright, we can talk about that later. Morning!
Karen, how you been doing, hon?
I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern.
Well, okay. Just say the word if I can help out in any way. You hear?
Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at.
We're going to
Otherwise,
create
we're
stopping
down
them.
to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had a desire to target him.
The mighty morphing toothpaste.
But that's just fishing in the dark.
I want to catch dark fish! You can catch dark fish in this game with the toothpaste rangers?
Well, I pulled a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they managed to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it. A lot of it's unrelated. TPS reports, maintenance logs. Juicy meat for other corporations, but about as useful as dirt to us.
Top penguin statistics. These are the most reliable data points you could have about flightless birds. Now available in the data you stole. That's right, with every burglary you commit, cybercrime, we give you free penguin knowledge. That's just as how lovely considerate we are. In the future, please vote for me, I'm Tom Brawley. Tom Brawley, the mayor of Neo San Francisco, ran on an all crime all the time platform. Really won the criminal vote, which is the biggest voting bloc in the dystopian future.
It'll take me a while to decrypt all of Hayden's files, but maybe we'll find something there.
Everyone's got to do crime to get by,
No, I don't
and the
have a
mayor
paper
knows.
trail on who's behind this.
You can't smell snails for a living. One of them's got to have the briefcase.
I got a strange request from a friend of a friend.
Oh.
Someone's been messing with the articles of a news organization named Augmented Eye.
Somebody's bibbling boo.
Looks like the network security head there is asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their reports are getting changed.
How? Getting changed
The
how?
original files on their servers are untouched. In their system, everything looks peachy keen. But when you view the site from the outside of the network, things are changed up.
Somebody's cast a glamour over your news site.
A word here, phrase there. It's subtle, but often has a big impact on the article's tone.
Are vampires playing with semantics in the
Someone
future?
with deep access to Parallax's meshnet is changing what's being shown.
Censorship.
Unsure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices and try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name is Zen.
Corn on the cob!
I ain't got the time or
There
the
we
desire
go.
to stick my nose that far out for a stranger, but it seems like your kind of deal.
I will introduce the Pinocchio incentive to make them really not a stranger anymore. They'll see my nose and recognize me immediately, and then that's half the stranger ship already done and away. All I need to do is know who they are now. It would be helpful if they could turn into Pinocchio as well, to that end. Saves having to make introductions. If you can't turn into a puppet at will in the future, do not fret. There's medicine I can give you. We'd look into about it.
I'll pass the word along that you'll be in sometime today to stick your noses in.
Yes, stick my snoot in the custard. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. I don't know how it helps solve the crime, but to my credit, like, they left the bowl of custard out, knowing I was gonna do that. So, like, maybe they thought maybe this is just his method. Maybe is this some sort of divination thing? I'll dip my snoot in the custard and I'll sort of point it around the room, and then the custard tells me where the clues are.
And I'll send y'all word as
It's
soon as
normal.
it's been worth hunting down.
Alright, it's normal in the future to do that.
Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance.
This stretch of text has gone on way longer than I was intending.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time.
I'll wear a cowboy hat instead.
You've been through some shit
That's-
the past few days.
That's what people in 2064 think therapy is.
I said I
They're
was
not-
fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death. It's time to move on with the investigation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just worried.
Who's
So,
having egg
Here if you
crises?
need anything.
Understood.
Here's the jazz again.
I apologize
Ordinary
for my tone,
songs.
Tomcat. We'll be in touch.
Doing a dance. In every place that we're not allowed, because we're the crime dancers. Ha 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 hee hoo.
Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous.
I dance at the
I
police to
highlighted the
mock
Haas
them.
Iocorp office building on your map.
I thought you said Kyber Corp. I've got Yu-Gi-Oh cards inside my mind at all days in the hour. Right, yes,
Also,
we've got the...
while we were talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight
He's emailed us the clues!
displaying.
Oh! Why's your face...
Greetings.
Why'd you say as if you hadn't written it?
I hope you'll forgive
I
me
didn't
for
see
so
you come
quick
in.
message, but I'm undergoing my treatment and would not call myself presentable for a video call. Still, I wanted to inform you of an idea I had while looking into our mutual acquaintance's disappearance. I haven't had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research. She's the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and the implants that Flower designs.
We like to design flower implant. Have you developed anything that looks like the blessings of Aphrodite from a distance?
Melody
I
and
might know
are
one of your
no
customers.
longer on speaking terms, so I'm afraid I can't introduce you.
That's fine, I'll introduce me. I'll dip my snoot in the custard and be like, know who I am.
We'll get you entry into her home.
It also works on that. Or I could do the Pinocchio thing again. How'd she feel about
This lead
puppets?
serves you well. If you need anything else from me, I will be in and out of the hospital room where we met for the next few days.
Right,
I
yeah.
will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries. Yours, Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
Thank you for knowledge.
Interesting.
I'll eat it on my cereal in the mornings.
I wasn't ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research.
kept you in the dark about the development of your own spheres.
This melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction. Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason.
It likely is the
Hopefully
point
we can
of the
talk our
story.
way in.
Nobody can know the
Highlighted
truth.
Melody's home on your map.
Thank you. Melody's mansion. We're not going to bother the office then, I guess. We're just going straight to the house and being like, Hayden!
Okay, we can now either follow Tomcat's lead to KCOB, or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home.
Why can't we do both?
Up to you where to go first.
Ah, okay, it's a first.
Tomcat's led us in the right direction so far, but
Tomcat's
Fairlight has
let us in the right
this time might
direction.
end up being
Am I
more
right?
better.
Hey, sat-nav salad. Hey, future. Please buy it. It's great. The salad will tell you where you're going in life. Wish it'd tell me.
It depends on
Why
what you
would
want
the
our
letters
focus to
speak
be
to
on
me?
in terms of tracking Hayden's trail. Should we follow the media or the tech?
Turing, you gotta help me. You can talk to tomatoes, right? Tell them to understand.
They're the two factors that make Neo SF so unique and wonderful.
Well, lovely. We can do
Explore them both to
tourism
the
brochures
fullest,
at the same
there's no
time,
way
I
we
guess.
won't be closer to the answer.
Alright, we've nearly gone on for 50 minutes at this point. Please let me save the game. I'm gonna save the game now, because the game does not autosave. I don't know if you'd heard. I'm going to do it. Oh god. Oh, the save menu! Ah! Right, I've saved it, so now I can go to sleep. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, see you, goodbye, now leave. I'm having a panic. Oh. I accidentally hit the thing.